Hey folks, this is Billy D.K.Y., the truth seeker that simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be episode 7 of the weekly series, Lies and Half-Truths of the Bible. And originally I planned on doing this every Wednesday, but I'm going to start doing it on Tuesday instead because I got another weekly episode that I want to do on Friday and want more time. So, like I say, this will start being put out on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Okay, preliminary stuff. Following God is the goal, not the Bible. Point number 2. I do not disrespect God by questioning the Bible. I honor God by doing so. Following God is not a closed-minded endeavor. The truth is strengthened by questions. Lies are weakened by them. I have a sprinkle of Jew in me, so this isn't anti-Semitism. To view the playlist where you can watch all episodes, click the bubble that just popped up and it'll be up here for about 15 seconds. And I'll also list that playlist again at the end, so if you don't want to watch this video first before watching the whole playlist, you can do that. Okay. Last week we talked about Matthew 15:11, which is, not what goes into the mouth defiles a man, but what comes out of the mouth, this defiles a man. And that was Jesus' own words. And I pointed out that what goes in the mouth can defile you just like all your actions can defile you. Then I pointed out a better way to say it. Every action has consequences. Choose actions that help you grow and avoid actions that destroy you. Okay. This week we will be talking about John 3:16, which we've all seen John 3:16 somewhere posted somewhere. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. And those are the words of Jesus himself. Okay, my first point of contention with that statement is, well, I guess really I'm going to back up. I'm going to point out some other stuff I didn't realize. For God so loved. God doesn't love. God doesn't, is not a human. It's just energy. Love is a human emotion. Okay. The next point of contention is he is only Son. Talking about Jesus is God's only Son. Well, that's BS, because guess who else is God's Son? I'm God's Son, you're God's son or daughter, whoever. We are all the children of God. Jesus is not something special. We're all his children. Then the next point of contention is whoever believes in him. Believes? It ain't about believing anything. It's about exploring, questioning, testing, learning, and verifying. That's how you follow God. You don't follow God by reading the Bible. You get out by exploring life. You get out and question reality. You test your assumptions. You learn, and then you verify it again after you tested it. That's following God. Okay, the next point of contention is eternal life. Oh, everybody wants to live forever. You know, okay. The wanting of eternal life is nothing but ego. Accept the finality of your existence. People have a hard time accepting their finality. Not accepting your finality keeps you from living fully. A person really does not have a passion for living until they come close to death. And you see this in Hollywood movies too. Person just half-ass living. Then boom, they have something that pushes them almost to the point of death, and they realize they want to live and they want to live fully, and that's when they start living. So the reason I don't like them promising eternal life, it causes people not to live this life fully, and that irritates me. So what is really going on in John 3:16? It is real simple as always. It's a bunch of ego speak. How arrogant would you have to be to think that you are God's only Son? I mean, think about what that does. If you tell me you're God's only Son, what does that do to me? Let's say I'm thinking we're equal, and then all of a sudden you put yourself up on a pedestal. Yeah, it's going to piss me off. Okay, so we're going to break Jesus down on his accusation that he's God's only Son. Before we do that, though, we need some preliminary wisdom. The truth repeats itself endlessly. Therefore, the truth is verified by many sources. And you see that in science. Sometimes chemistry will figure something out, then eventually meshing with biology and physics, and it starts meshing in with a lot of different areas because it's the truth. The only place that Jesus is God is the Bible. You know, if Jesus truly was God, you know, and that was the pinnacle wisdom of life, then science would somewhere along the way point towards that. And then Buddhism would point to that fact. Taoism would point to that fact, etc. All the religions, everything would be pointing to that fact. But there's only one thing pointing to the claim that Jesus is God, and that is the Bible. But then some people say, well, the Old Testament's point to, yeah, that's still the Bible. You know, I mean, I'm sure, I don't know, whatever everybody else thinks is God, they probably think it's, you know, like the Quran, I'm sure they think Allah is God or whatever. You know, I don't know much about that, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their own little cherished belief. But the point is, if it ain't the truth, you need to let go of it. Okay. Putting your focus on Jesus takes it off God. That is unacceptable to me, and that's why I put these videos out. I ask myself this week, why am I even doing this? You know, I come to realize there's been too many lies told, and people need to be able to defend themselves against lunatics who are pushing out their Bible as being the only book of truth, and the false claims that are put out there. They need somebody out there that has just as much mind power as the BS is putting out there, so they can defend themselves against the ignorance that's being put out there. Okay. Notice the repeating theme of the Bible. Truth with Jewish arrogance interlaced with it. And again, I've got some Jew in me, just a little bit. So this ain't about anti-Semitism. Talking about my own people. This is the worst kind of truth. Do I need to mention all the wars fought over this arrogant kind of thinking? You know, if this book was so holy and righteous, then why are so many people dying defending it? I'll tell you why they're dying to defend it. They're not dying to defend God. They're dying to defend their egotistical belief system. It's real simple as always. Basically, John 3:16 is a bunch of ego coddling. It sounds beautiful to your ego. Oh, you God, He loves you so much that He gave His only begotten Son so you can have eternal life. It's a bunch of lies. The ego coddling is why the Bible's so popular. If the Bible's not right, then why it's so popular? Well, guess what? Miley Cyrus is super popular right now too, but guess what? She ain't a truth seeker. She's an entertainer. But like I've said before, usually things that are popular means they're probably lies. Likewise, arrogant people love the Bible. I know some arrogant people, oh man, they absolutely love the Bible because it constantly coddles their ego. They don't like being around me at all because if they're around me, guess what? They have to deal with themselves, and they don't want to deal with themselves, so they don't want to be around me. They don't want to talk to me. And Lao Tzu said it best. Truthful words are not beautiful. Beautiful words are not truthful. Because there's only one truth in this life, and it boils down to 3 words. Everything is energy. You don't like that. Your ego hates that because you want to be unique. You want to be important. You have a God complex. That's why you love dogs. Dogs thinks you're like God, and you love it. That's why you're always trying to find difference between you and animals, because you're stuck on you. You don't want to be in reality. You want to be in the fantasies of your own ego. Alright, next week we'll be discussing Matthew 15:7, which is, these are Jesus' own words again, hypocrites. Why did Elijah prophesy about you? Oh no, wait a second. Hypocrites, well did Elijah prophesy about you, saying, blah, blah, blah. Okay. If you would like to request a verse for me to discuss, mention it in the comment section. I will try my best to discuss it. Okay, and here's a little plug for myself. I have spirituality boiled down to a science. I use scientific principles in my spirituality training. Basically, I figured it out that all spirituality boils down to growth. From growth, I have 9 universal principles that help people achieve optimal growth. If you'd like to know more about growing optimally, the first link in the information section of this video will take you there. The second link will take you to the path, which is the essence of truths I've discovered. If you want to watch last week's episode, click the link in the video response section. If you want to watch all episodes, I have a playlist. Click the bowl that just popped up. And folks, it's real simple. Look outside your window. What is the grass doing? Growing. What is a tree outside your window doing? Growing. It all boils down to growth. Please rate until next Tuesday. Later, folks.